Now that I understand a little bit more about the LRM tool, let's talk about performing bulk actions towards our students. So from the Tools menu, I'll access my LRM. This will give me a list of the students that I'm working with. Now, bulk actions are necessary when I want to provide groups of recommendations or maybe a message to the entire group. To do that, I'm going to access the bulk drop-down menu here in the left-hand column. So I'd select all my students or the group of students that I want to perform this bulk action towards. And then let's say I wanted to send a message to them. I can send a message to all users, providing them with any information I feel is important. This will generate an individual message to each of those students. Other bulk actions I can take are recommendations. So if I wanted to recommend a custom goal to each of my students to complete their objective, I can set the target date if necessary, describe my target date here, and add a message. Once I recommended this custom goal would now appear on the student's learning path. Recommending learning apps can be the same. If I feel that there's a new learning app our students would benefit from, I can recommend a learning app from the Learning App Marketplace or from learning apps in my community. I'd find the learning app that I want to recommend, create a deadline if necessary, and add my message. This would then generate a recommendation for each of these students, which would appear on their learning path, which now they would have to accept and start taking that app. Another useful tool here in the recommendation menu is under the send button right here where it says community invite. If I've created a new subcommunity and I select a few students that I feel that subcommunity would be helpful for them to have, I create a community invite to those 3 users, invite them to the community that I've created, and I'll get a message whether or not they are A, have already been invited, or B, already a member. And if you notice, these 3 students are already one or the other, meaning this response is not going to generate another invitation if they've already been invited or a member to that subcommunity. The last tool that this drop-down bulk action menu can do is access information that you want to find out about your students and download it into a CSV file. So all the information that you see here in your reactive view and your proactive view, as well as the identifiable information of each student in terms of their ID and the coach they're assigned to, can be downloaded into a CSV file that then you can take and perform any kind of research or data analysis that you need to for your program. So from the drop-down menu, as a CSV file, I'll download it. Once I open the CSV file, it's going to give me information about each of these students based on those different LRM tabs. This is a great way to kind of track offline what's going on the platform.